Hey guys, Beastforce here and welcome back to my Phineas and Ferb breakdown. We're gonna break down two episodes of the Halloween episode, That's the Spirit, and The Curse of Candace. And we haven't had a Halloween episode since season 1 of Phineas and Ferb, as season 2 got absolutely none, but in this season we got two, as we're gonna focus on the next breakdown of the 9 episode before we move into Excalibur, which will be in its own. And one episode focused on Phineas and Ferb and the gang going to Russell's house to find Ghost, as one focused on Doofenshmirtz becoming a werecow, as the next episode focused on Candace becoming a vampire. One of them take place before the summer or during the summer, so put it into fruition. If this is your first breakdown, you're curious to know how the rating system works, there's a detailed description down below along with my other videos that I'll also have the link down below with the description. On October the 7th, 2011, Bernie Peterson and Michael Dietrich write an episode called That's the Spirit. It's Halloween night and the kids encounter a boy named Russell who is convinced his house is haunted. Meanwhile, Dr. Disdain, a grass, causes him to invent a mind transfer needle, enabling him to merge minds with a cow. Unfortunately, his plan backfires and he transforms into a scary werecow that wreaks havoc anytime there is a full moon. Everything in the intro is the same except this part, as you can see this was in the episode The Monster of Phineas and Ferb's theme. Those two things are from the same episode as well. That was from Are You My Mommy in season 1. This was from the episode One Good Scare Out to Do It, which was in season 1 as well. Phineas and the Ferb's theme, that was another thing that was in that episode. Even in this intro, his triangle face looks absolutely weird in this frame. It's not really fixed until the winter episode.
Phineas and Ferb are making a Halloween special!
This, Martha.
Why did you say that name?
Stein, Dracula, and Igor, or something. Little Candace Flynn.
How does this guy know about Candace? I wish we had more inspiration about this, but we're gonna leave it at that.
I haven't worn my hair like this in 2 years!
We don't know whether it takes place before or after the summer, but we're gonna get to that once we get later in the scene when Candace mentions it. But she's still 14, so she'll probably be 12 when she was wearing that hair.
Trick-or-treating is for kids. I'm like way more mature than that.
As you hear that comments from Khaled that she's way more mature, some people say it takes place in Justin. I don't think it's the case because we haven't introduced to Monty yet, Vanessa, and also a lot of things happening in this episode. So That's the Spirit should probably take place before the roller coaster episode from season 1 to season 4 of the summer. That's what I'm going to presume it is, but it may not be canon or confirmed yet, but I'm actually going to head canon that this takes place before the summer, which actually makes more sense. I also remember when Candace first meet Jeremy, as she mentioned it in Dude, We're Getting the Band Back Together.
On the 3rd, Jeremy spoke to me for the first time back in 7th grade. Brushed up against me in the hall. April 3rd, milk came out of his nose.
So Candace met Jeremy for the first time in 7th grade, which is around 12 or 13. So Candace is probably 14 in this episode. So this probably takes place after last year. So when they first met Jeremy. So this actually makes more sense.
Going old school this year, its costume. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the Googleplex Mall.
And she mentions the Googleplex Mall. We've seen that in many times in many seasons of Phineas and Ferb.
You'd think we would have noticed it.
I like how the lightning just fades in and out, just like that. And the atmosphere in this episode of the night or the moon like that makes sense.
Hi, I'm Russell. I live here.
Russell is voiced by none other than Dalen Douglas, who you know his father is going to appear once we get to it.
Like the leaves.
It means red-haired or little red, so for Russell, both means a lovable vibe, so it's a different Russell. I'm not sure if Isabella's right.
There, it's haunted.
As I pause in the back, you get to see Dr. Diminutive in the back, and who's this guy will be? Could that be his son? I don't know.
Zombies, vampires? It's really freaking me out, man.
Scientific evidence for the existence of ghosts.
I did my research again, and Balji is right. There are no such thing as ghosts, unless you're in Daddy Phantom.
No, you're a daffodil.
I really like how the skeleton glows with green, as you can see Phineas' face turning, as we don't get to see front face Phineas, which is a shame.
Like we're in business. Does some ghost.
Even though Ghost doesn't exist in real life, that's a reference to Ghostbusters, but to me, it's more like a reference to Danny Phantom, one of my favourite shows ever in Nickelodeon.
Doing any busting around here?
Have to.
That theme sounds similar to John Carpenter's Halloween. As you can see the two-prong glow in and out, I really love that detail. It makes it creepy for the atmosphere for this episode, which is nice.
But this always happened.
And
I think that's my hand.
Isabella's holding Buford's hand, which is strange. Well, she's going to be holding Ferb's hand in the future.
Patty's Patty.
I really love that Paris layer you get to see its Halloween theme as in the screen as well with the pumpkins on them. Very nice for the atmosphere of this episode.
People can be downright persnickety.
That's the second time that Carl pretends to be Major Monogram since Atlantis. And also this is the first time that Carl actually wears a moustache, which is Major Monogram, and that won't be the last. And also the fact that he's wearing a monobrow as well. Very strange and very creepy.
What do you think? Nice costume, huh?
And this is another episode since Spa Day and Summer Belongs to You that he's seen without a monobrow for Major Monogram.
Of course, too down to Blair dirt.
Even though it's a silhouette which I love, which it doesn't reveal until Perry sees it, that Doofus is a werecow. People who don't know, that's a crop circle of the werecow, and you can see it right there.
Carl.
That's not how I sound, Carl.
No such thing. Look, my EMF readings are 3 milligauss. Also,
You're a little young to be hunting ghosts.
It's Jack-O-Lantern, not Jack-O-Lantern from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, the Jack-O-Lantern that the pumpkins come alive.
Yes! Yes, we are!
Hey, there it is, front face Phineas. Even though it's remade, I really love the atmosphere of the night of Doofus even incorporated. Look at that, it looks so good.
Perry the Platypus, I was hoping you would come. Started a couple of days ago.
And this takes place before Halloween, so let's be clear.
It's big time.
The Ripple effect.
Needed was a cow that was motivated not by hunger. Mind transferinator.
So he used the Mindinator so that he can use his mind for the cow so he can become a werecow. As we've seen evident in early on with the silhouette. And that's what Doofus will come when we get to there.
Dears, that would have been it, but
it's solved and I found myself watching the nightly farm report.
quite human anymore.
Looks like Doofus is going to become a werecow. Looks like it's going to be happening right now.
Now the only holiday to celebrate evil.
I really like how it started to go red as Doofus is beginning to shake as he's going to become a werecow. Very nice detail. As his hands become like trotters, which is the cow's name when it's for feet. I really love the morph animation as his face becomes like a head like a cow as his eyes is still there. Is he still roughly human? You can see Doofus is like gaining weight as the morph becomes better as he has others, which makes no sense. I did my research and does male cow supposed to have others? So is bulls as they're not supposed to have others, which doesn't make any sense. So only the female cow is supposed to have others, but why does Doofus have others and he's a male, which makes no sense. And I really love this morph there as he becomes fully like a cow as he's no longer a human anymore. Maybe for temporary reason. Love that morph animation. You can hear that swirling music in the background. That music gets used again in many episodes.
More years till the pension kicks in. Then I am so out of here.
And the doorman is voiced by Tom Kenny. And this is actually the last time he will ever do voice acting in Phineas and Ferb, as he's going to do other shows, but he's no longer doing other voices. I just wish we had more Tom Kenny in Phineas and Ferb. Terror. The song is called Werecow, sung by none other than Dan Povermeyer, also by Danny Jacob as well, who also did Dr. Doofenshmirtz, who turned into a werecow, which is strange. And there's an extended song by Charter Schoolgirl if you can find it. Doofus was howling as a werecow, just like the werewolf as we've seen in many movies. Now he's wooing players like the Little Lamb. Danville Park, we haven't seen that much in this season. We have in season 2 Bubble Boys.
The floor gives out.
Non-traditional use of interior space.
I think this scene looks painted as you get to see the red color of the red atmosphere right there. I really like it. It plays the theme of the Halloween.
I'm non-corporeal.
You can hear Mona's voice in the background as she's doing a ghostly sound.
I'm not alive anymore.
The monster chasing the kids it's very similar how the monsters chase Scooby-Doo and the gang. It's very similar. And the monster is coming alive. Hey, it's that evil girl from Shea Platypus, and if this episode takes place before the summer, this is actually the first chronological appearance we see of her.
Which, dash it all, they...
As Jack O'Lantern crushes the zombie as it drowns, so it's not really evil and it's not really alive.
Lies with a werecow.
Hey, it's Bridget O'Marshy. Haven't seen her for a while. She's the news reporter.
We get him! Yeah! Oh, pitchfork!
The guy with the voice is D. Bradley Baker, who's getting more roles in Phineas and Ferb.
What's that awful taste in my mouth? Beautiful landscaping. Oh no!
Man, look at Doofer. He's gained weight since becoming the werecow. As the cloud moves as it shows the moon, just similar to how a human becomes a werewolf, Doofer is going to become a werecow again. That plays very similar to the theme.
To my lab before I moo again, Mo!
As you can see, Doofer morph into a cow again as it goes big in the back. Not as good as the last one, but it is very decent. And he's getting chased by mobs. I really like how we see the mobs going separate ways in the bird's eye view of Danville. Very nice. Poor bakery lady getting screwed by the werecow while it's going all over the place while the mobs do the same thing.
Forever!
The ability of a humanoid vegetable hybrid is exceedingly remote.
And Ferb continues to be a G by throwing the skeleton and damaging it by destroying it. I like how this fades into a different transition as it's not completely real, which is hilarious. I like it.
Servo motors.
Russell's father, Waylon, is voiced by the great Michael Douglas, who you know for doing a lot of films, including the MCU as Hank in Ant-Man, and also he's just announced he's retired from acting. So thanks for your career as an actor, Michael Douglas.
Russell's dad, Waylon.
His mom, Mona.
Russell's mom, Mona, is voiced by April Winchell instead of Catherine Zeta-Jones. Imagine Catherine Zeta-Jones voiced Mona instead of April Winchell. Just like husband and wife in real life, Michael Douglas actually married to Catherine Zeta-Jones and they're having a son named David. That would actually play very well, but such a shame we didn't get one piece of it. But at least we got Michael Douglas.
Themed for Halloween or something.
Emitter, you sly dog, Russ.
I like how he tricked Phineas and Ferb and the gang to make sure they're real monsters until Ferb destroyed it.
Head in your ear. Trade secret.
Man, I really love how Russell and his family and Phineas and Ferb doesn't get mad. They really like it and they enjoy it, except Candace. Hey, the second front face Phineas, and look at these vampires. He looks weird in that frame. As the mob in Danville actually covered in bakery, as it makes sense for the continuity. Very well done. And this is the third episode. I paused and see front face Phineas. You can't escape it.
Cal, how do you do it?
Smoke.
And mirrors.
Phineas, good night, Ferb. Good night, kids.
And the sad thing about this is we don't see them again. I would love them to come up, but getting Michael Douglas again would be too impossible. So I think it's best to leave it as that. But I wish they came back. Another one, the fourth of this episode of Front Face.
Gone.
We're just packing it up for the season.
And it turned out it was inflatable. I really like that twist. Instead of just disappearing, never having it. That would have been cliche, but I'm glad we have this instead. And it shown it. The fifth time in this episode, we see a front face.
Dude, that's it.
Oh, okay. See you next year.
And that takes place before Halloween, so they don't see them again this year. Do I need to say anything at this point? I know it's composed by Danny Jacob, but John Carpenter's music Halloween theme is so iconic. Alright, that was a very interesting episode. The Werecow, Jack-o'-lantern, Michael Douglas appeared in this episode. A lot of things happening here. As much as I like the episode, I would like to be biased and give it a 3, but I'm actually going to give it a 2. As plot A focused on Phineas and Ferb and the gang having trick-or-treating for Halloween until they meet a boy named Russell as they go in the haunted house by none other than Waylon and Mona trying to scare the kids with their secret things, and they did until Ferb throws the thing and it turned out to be all an illusion. As plot B focused on Doofus becoming a werecow, as he does a lot of stupid things and this is one of them, which makes the episode interesting, and it's more focused on plot A and plot B, but it's good in their own terms. A characterization will get a 5. Everyone's on point in this episode. Phineas, Ferb, Isabella, Beaver, and Bauchi all in together, as along with Candace as well. I really love how Russell and their parents, Waylon and Mona, are trying to scare the kids, and it turns out to be an illusion, which Waylon actually did with an instant secret, which I like, with the jack-o'-lantern and the zombies and all of that. And he's voiced by the great Michael Douglas, really helped emphasizes the personality of them, as we don't get to see them again, but I would love to see them again. But Michael Douglas is actually retired, so it will be impossible to get, and he's actually one of the most popular actors anyway. So I really like how Doofus will become a cow, which is hilarious, as it's not really focused on much on that point, as well as Perry trying to chase him down. The visuals, man, it's a 5. There's a lot of things with the zombies, the jack-o'-lanterns, the werecows, the song. The atmosphere of the Halloween in this episode is very well done, and that plays a strong theme to it. Importance, it's a 3, and there are a lot of things like in trivia, like this is the second time that happens, this and that, but there's actually no continuity that link between the past, so this episode probably take place before the roller coaster, the 104 days of summer vacation of season 1 and season 4, not season 5, which actually makes more sense. If you're watching this in the chronological order, it would actually make more sense, and that's going to play out to the strengths of the continuity. Entertainment's a 5, as it's a 20 out of 25. If you want to watch a Halloween ever full of reference of Halloween themed with the werecow, with the werewolf and all that stuff, then this is the type of episode for you. So, moving on to the next one. Completing the second Halloween episode of Phineas and Ferb in season 3 is called The Curse of Candace, written by J.G. Oratera and Kaz. Premiered on October 7, 2000 on Disney Channel US. Candace is bitten by a bat after watching a popular vampire movie with Stacy and worries that she is becoming a vampire. Phineas and Ferb's latest event gadgets lead Candace to believe that she has indeed made the change from a teenager into a teen vampire. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofus plans to change the tri-state area into a carbon copy of Gimmerstool so that it will be easier to take over. The movie is called Early Evening, and look at the castle. It looks nicely designed with the color palette with the moon covering it. As you can see, a bat, aka Gerald, covered in the smoke. As you can see, the hand actually already appeared until the smoke disappeared. Very nice effect.
Now you're trapped. Strength won't save him this time. He's super cute.
That's what happens many times in the cinema. When the person talks, people tell him to shush. It happens all the time. It annoys me. I like it.
Reflection in that mirror. Oh, look, Stacy. He's cornered.
Mess all over the floor. Man, it's up to the other people who works in the cinema have to clean up the mess. As Michael and Wolf are unmorphed back to his human side, and look at that. It looks so good. I think it's as good as Doofus was turning into a werecow, if not better.
We were both moody outcasts.
Yes, we did.
Jared is voiced by Stephen Moore, who you know for being on True Blood. Michael is voiced by Michael J. Fox, ironic, who done Teen Wolf, which is a reference to this movie right here, which he turned into a wolf, and also Stuart Little, and also the iconic Back to the Future. Meanwhile, Kristen is voiced by Anna Paquin. Her husband, Stephen Moore, voices Jared in this episode, and they actually both work together in True Blood. And also her famous role is from Rogue from X-Men.
For my...
As Jared turns into dust, you get to see he's actually faded into dust before the wind blows it away. Very odd, but very nice.
That was the best movie ever.
And she's gonna become one with the vampire.
Find man-beast for a boyfriend?
Careful with that promotion.
Candace spinning around on the floor is a reference to the Three Stooges, by Curly doing the same.
Does seem like more than 104 days.
Well, that's true. When in season 4, Doofenshmirtz said it's 4 years, but we'll get to that comment soon.
Well, this isn't much of a horror movie. The rock and roll musical numbers.
You know this is a reference to the horror Rocky Picture movie, and which is Richard O'Brien was in this movie too, the voice of Lawrence. You just can't escape the wrath of front-face Phineas.
Cookie-powered jet car, building ride with TIMECODES, segment of the Battle of Danville.
I know many jokes like the molds or Hockey Z9 Football X7, and we're gonna get a revival of croquet. I wonder if this is gonna get picked up. Hopefully.
What you do? It's this Bambina, my bamboo.
I know Phineas and Ferb can fix this, but Isabella, why didn't you water on the plant of bamboo?
A super grow lamp in no time.
And Phineas is right, you do need bamboo in the spring and in the sun to moisturize but through draining soil. Another one. This starting to become a theme now.
I know a way.
Do I need to say anything at this point?
Nerd carrier, I had a heck of a time getting them in.
Would you like something too?
How long have you been?
Man, Ivian's always been the kind of quit spying on Phineas and Ferb.
Ferb, I know what we're doing today. Hey, where's Perry?
And that's the third time that Major Monogram plays a game, that Sinking Feeling and Finding Mary MacGuffin door.
No longer seek to take over the tri-state area.
Envelope. And send it through the regular mail with a stamp and everything.
I'm out of South Dakota.
South Dakota's mentioned again since Bullseye, and that was in the previous beatdown, and that's where Rodney lives.
Be far behind.
That didn't bite you.
Oh, Stacy, you have no idea yet.
Don't be silly, Stacy. It would be cool to have super strength, though.
Go to see yourself in a mirror again.
Just like when they saw in the movie earlier.
The platypus, didn't you get my letter?
The platypus. I know Major Monogram will ignore my letter and...
Now trapped. Best wishes, Heinz. Square of the stickiest surface known to man.
And he did the same thing in the Flying Fishmonger episode when he's trapped in like that, and now it's with different things.
Ville Multiplex. See that teen vampire movie.
He saw the movie just like Candace and Stacy. I wonder if he saw Grievous. Oh wait, he did in season 4, but he will get back in full cycle.
The Gimmelstoppinator!
And this Anita looks different than a gun. As it is a gun, you get to see the thing that's pointing at Rosa, and it has steam in it. It looks cool.
A modern city. I need to conquer a backward land where people are superstitious.
Area is a reasonable facsimile of Gimmelstopp.
I know he wants to do this so that he can make it as is, but the next time we see Gimmelstrom will be in the Dunkelberry Imperative in season 3, but we'll get to that later on. So, Doofenshmirtz haven't seen what Gimmelstrom is in this modern day and age, but he used to.
Mindset into...
As Doofenshmirtz gets covered in that green, as once it started to appear, you get to see a different version of the bathroom. Looks strange, but okay.
Supposed to drop off my MP3 player this afternoon.
Dead.
So, hey, they're not here. What's this?
I don't blame Candace in this scenario. She doesn't know what the brothers have built, so it's understandable.
Hey! Super strength! Oh my gosh! Oh no!
And we all thought, no way this will happen, but we all know it's in 2 minutes' time, it was actually Phineas and Ferb's invention, so...
2 minutes earlier.
Like grow light to intermittently go on and off.
Looks like Isabella's plant works. Just like in real life, you need light and the sun to make sure it comes up.
Gravity counteracting barbells.
How does that make any sense? Even I would lift.
Just toward my rotator.
And that is near in the shoulder blades right here. As you can see, I'll put a picture on the screen.
Air jets in the lawn.
Now I can look down on everyone.
Shaped live video playback and effects screen.
As you can see Ivian's reflection, you get to see it disappears right there as it fades out. Very nice stuff.
2.5 minutes later.
The Day Star!
And Perry moves himself on the floor and kicks Doof.
Boxing champion at my middle school back in Yellowstone.
He does boxing and martial arts during his youth days, but he still can't beat Perry the Platypus, so what do you thinking, Doof? You accomplished nothing against him. How does Jeremy open the door without anyone having the key? As you see he's open, you get to see the shadow of the light appearing. Nice detail, great stuff.
Don't look at me!
Oh, hey, Mr. Fletcher.
Jeremy says hi as Lawrence wave hi. I mean, put his hand up, say hi. I really like that detail. Jeremy's very nice.
Let's just jump over that fence.
Take her to the vampire movie, didn't you?
As Candace put these red glasses on, you get to see a different vision as the dog comes towards her. Very nice. Even though Candace is kind of a vampire or not, look at that shot, it looks sick. The song is called Vampire Song, sung by none other than Danny Jacob, and you can hear the full version on Charter Schoolgirl if you want to find it on YouTube. She is in her own surroundings, but surrounded as a vampire.
Yeah, my dad said I could drive it.
I did my research, and it's the same two guys that will from that Flawless Girl, Attack of the 50 Feet Tall Sister in season 2.
Oh, my dad's gonna kill me.
No! Have you seen my brothers?
I know he searched Cole, but how did he get there and there so quickly? Maybe he just drives or just took a bus or something.
To look for you.
As you see Detonator as it slides in and it's transformed into a Gumo stop.
What about your music box?
Oh no! More villagers!
Even though that tile's stuck on Perry the Pablo's his feet, he will always kick ass no matter what. Nice!
Right?
It does the same thing before, but the lines actually transform back to normal. Very nice.
Now it's scratched.
Cause you Never mind!
As you can see a different angle of the film features instead of being reused from season 1.
Hey, Candace. What's guys? Candace, I think they prefer to be called marathoners.
Oh yeah, Phineas doesn't know that they've been turned back to normal, caused by Perry the Pablo destroying Doofus and later.
Vampire Phineas. Lift heavy objects and I can levitate, and I can't see my reflection in the mirror.
We all know that's Phineas and Ferb's invention if you see it throughout the orders. As you can see that Isabella's house in the background is out of focus while Candace is in the focus, just like before.
It sounds like a vampire to me.
Whoa. Come here, Ferb, come here.
I know there are many good jokes, but this is the funny one. He's like, he tries to run away, but Phineas pulls him back in. That is hilarious.
The backyard.
Yeah.
Stuff we made for our friends.
The audience know by looking at it 2 minutes earlier with the perspective of Candace and Phineas, but I'm glad Phineas explained it in the end. Just like Jared, Candace has been turned into dust.
We're gonna need a dustpan and some glue.
We're gonna need a blowtorch and some more peanut butter.
I don't know why I did that, but when they said the similar thing, like blowtorch, some peanut butter, we're gonna need some dustpans, some glue. It's very similar. The plot will get a 2. It has different plots between plot A and plot B, just like similar, mixing up together. As we focus on Candace becoming the vampire after getting attacked by bats in the cinema after watching the movie. So Phineas and Ferb built something for their friends in the backyard to have fun, and also known that Candace thinks that she's been doing these things to think that she's been bitten by a vampire, by a bat, so that she became a vampire. As the other plot focuses on Perry and Doofus, well, Doofus is trying to turn the old Gilmore store of the whole city with the tri-state area, as he did until Perry the Platypus destroyed it and turned it back to normal, as Candace revealed to be a vampire in the end, which is crazy, but Phineas and Ferb does find a way to turn her back to normal off-screen. Characterization will get a 5. I really like that Candace insecurities that she thinks that she's a vampire, as Stacy really teased her, even though she became a vampire in the end. I really like how Phineas and Ferb helped their friends to build a lot of stuff, including Isabella's plant, Buford and Balchi doing their own thing, which is very sweet. And also Jeremy bringing back the AirPods. Things for what Candace bring. Very nice, but she didn't in the end. But Perry and Doofus, just as usual, find each other. As the ratings for visuals, importance and entertainment will get the same score as the previous episode, and it is the same 20 out of 25. No matter what it is with That's the Spirit or The Curse of Candace, they're both good episodes on their own right. And that shows you, if you want to rewatch it, then go ahead for the fun and the Halloween special of the theme, which plays a part of the norm in this series since season 1. Let's move on to the final thoughts. In the episode That's the Spirit was ranked in the 8th, the spookiest Disney television animation episodes, the first one being Gravity Falls, while the second one being In the Owl Howl, while the third one being Amheria. All very good shows, and it's nice to see Phineas and Ferb getting ranked here. I did a poll on, do you think Perry the Platypus deserves a days off working with the old WCA, and 80 votes were in, and everyone says yes. Without a shadow of that, Perry the Platypus had been fighting evil nearly every single day, no matter what, with Doofenshmirtz. I think it's best if he took a break, just like in the episode where I did in my previous breakdown, but overall, evil never rests. If I was working in the old WCA, I'd tell Perry to take a break. Another poll's coming out about which Phineas and Ferb nightmare do you have? The Candace suit turning into a pharmacist, attacked by a platypus, or so on and so on, which I will do a poll after the video is just released. Let me know in the community tab when it goes live. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day. As always, see ya.